because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city with an incompetent governor, stupid. Last week they had 11 people murdered, 44 people shot. The week before that they had 5 people murdered, 28 people shot. Every weekend they lose 5, 6. If they lose 5, they're considering it a great week. They shouldn't lose any. You shouldn't lose any. This is civilization. And he's always up there saying, we're in very good shape. We don't need the military. No, they need the military desperately.
We're doing one at a time, and we'll be going to Chicago. I told you this, Union Pacific, head of the railroad. He knows this country very well. Started off as a very low-rung employee of the Union Pacific. He's now chairman. He came to me and he said, sir, save Chicago. It's a great city. It's going down fast. They had 11 people killed over the last couple of weeks. 11 people killed, 48 shot. That's not a city. It's a war zone. There's no city in the world like that. And then we have to listen to this Pritzker get up. I know him well. They threw him out of his business, and the family threw him out of the business because he's a loser. But we have to listen to Pritzker get up. He should call me and say, get the troops in. You ever hear that? 11 people over a week and a half killed. And I think it's 48, when you add it up, 48 people shot. And then I have to listen to a governor say how nice it is. It's a wonderful experience.
Let me start by saying it appears that Donald Trump not only has dementia set in, but he's copying tactics of Vladimir Putin, sending troops into cities, thinking that that's some sort of proving ground for war, or that indeed there's some sort of internal war going on in the United States, is just, frankly, inane. And I'm concerned for his health. Even people, not just protesters, we're talking about people who are just walking their kids to school, living their lives in Broadview. They deserve peace. That is why ICE needs to back off. And that is why the President of the United States should not send troops to the state of Illinois.
The governor should be telling people to cooperate. No different than when you get pulled over by a police officer for a traffic violation. Cooperate if you have nothing, if you're not a criminal, if you have nothing to hide, you're not at any issue. You're not going to have any issues. He certainly shouldn't be sending citizens into a problem area where they could be put at harm's risk. If there's something going on there, why is the governor sending citizens to this site? Why is he not sending law enforcement, his law enforcement under his jurisdiction?
To date, I haven't seen reporting of our governor saying what is occurring with ICE is illegal. He just feels it's wrong. And that's the premise of the issue. He should be addressing this through legal challenges. He's choosing not to because the actions of ICE are legal. They're within the bounds of the law.
We follow the law. There is nothing that we can do in terms of putting people, our law enforcement, in the way of federal law enforcement when they are carrying out wrong but accurate federal laws. We need comprehensive immigration reform. That is what will matter. And what we can do when it comes to troops being sent in to Chicago and to the state of Illinois is immediately go to court.